Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending from where you're watching us from. This is what our faces look like. And with me tonight, this is Alberto and Oscar, your host for the Knockout 2 eSailing World Championship. Alberto, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm really excited for this KO2. Guys are going to start with the first boat that is Nacra 17, and I'm really looking forward to watch and see how who will be the people qualified to the semifinal and who is going to the playoff.
Exactly. We're going to switch to the starting procedure of race number 1 with 25 seconds to go. It's going to be 6 races in total with the whole fleet, so with the whole 40 boats. And then after that, we're going to have 2 races. The first one with the top 6 and the last one with the top 4. As a reminder, in the top 4, first 3 go to the semifinal, and the fourth will go to the knockouts.
Really well packed in all the line. A lot of boat on the right hand side, a lot of boat on the left hand side. Few sailors started earlier, and there are some penalty on the right hand side given from Ramon Parejo on the right. While you're seeing the match between Nauzet and Lorenzo crossing on top of
Yep.
everybody on the left hand side. Amazing start for the Italian sailor.
Indeed, and we have 2 Italians leading the fleet with Scavaruzzo and Lorenzo, with Jose Godi from Brazil sneaking into the top 3 over there, but we see everyone more or less on the same line.
Yeah, is all the matter is when the next right twin shift is coming. At the moment, the left twin shift is really helpful for them, for the people on the left. But when the right twin shift is going to happen, Oswil is going probably to take the lead if he is coming soon enough. Oswil going for the tack on the right hand side is the first one on starboard and started to cross all over the fleet. And Azir will be the next one, the next cross.
Yeah,
But
but they
Azir
decide to
already
tack early.
tack. Yeah.
So Ozil kind of alone on his ley line over here. We'll see if he will try to gain a bit of meters by doing this maneuver, going slightly upwind and going back into that SVMZ position with the Nakra. You can do that. The boat has enough speed. You've just seen the boat on the left do this with the Shadlow Fin, trying to gain these extra meters, climb up. But Ozil not doing that very much so far, and as I say it, he is trying to get over that ley line to avoid an extra attack. All the boats on the left over there, though, are going to have to attack. That's the case for Acer SV Gaia right behind him.
And now it's going to be a mayhem on the mark.
Acer managing to push Ozil slightly away and taking the lead after this first mark rounding. SV Gaia is still in third, Lorenzo in fourth. And right beside them is going to be FSC Kazuki.
I want to give a pledge to Lorenzo. He did an amazing entering in the mark. He was on port board. He managed to find a really small space, and he kept the position without getting any penalty. Really impressive. Azir, another impressive maneuver from attacking underneath the bow of Oswil and then laughing up to do the mark.
Indeed, and now we're going to see the fight for that first place between Azir and Ozil. Ozil did try to put Azir into his wind shadow. The wind shadow is a little lighter patch of color that you see near the boats. This is where there is less wind, so trapping people in there is going to slow them down. And with the Nakra 17, the wind shadow is quite small. Behind them, FSC Kazuki still in fifth, with Shadlow Fin in sixth from Poland, as they're going on the right mark, while Ozil goes on the left. And they're up and starting the second upwind. It's going to be one last downwind after that into a reaching finish.
Yeah. Incredible that in this mark there were like just 2 or 3 penalties. I want to say that I'm really happy to see some friends doing a nice comeback, like Hide from the Netherlands, that was missing for some time. I had the opportunity to meet him in Alicante for the final 2022, and an amazing player over there.
Yep, currently he is in 34th, still warming up, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we know the potential of that player. He's been in a lot of finals back in the day. And well, the
Not
Sailors
only
did increase their level, but I'm sure he can still keep up with them. So it's been a while since we've seen him in a final like that.
Absolutely. But he is focusing a lot in his sailing career. I believe he is European Championship on laser. Please, the chat in Twitch, remind me if I'm right about the amazing results, sailing results of Hidden.
As we're currently spectating Mavari over here from Poland. Very strong sailor as well.
He did all the KO in 2025th edition. So early this year, he already did the first KO a couple of a month ago. So hopefully he's one of the pillars of the community, and really hoping that there will be a place for him for the next stages.
As we're currently switching to FSC Kazuki taking second place behind Acer, who started his last downwind. You're going to see the mark at the top of your screen over there. After that, you're going to leave that mark on your port and then into that reaching finish. It's a LAR2 course, technical name for that course, and it's going to be a straight line behind these sailors. FSC Kazuki in second, Ozu in third, Shilofen currently in fifth, but might try to find and get himself a third or fourth place. Lorenzo in fourth, Zemendes in fifth or sixth, and we see the rest of the fleet kind of splitting up behind, trying to find these clean airs.
There is a nice battle between Lorenzo and Zemendes, two of the finalists for the 2025 edition. And let's see, incredible race from the top three, never in doubt their position. Kazuki actually did a nice comeback from the first leg, and now is time to see a little bit of a mess here with Julie Fra trying to get the position over Lorenzo. He did not manage to take it.
Will not overtake Lorenzo, but he did put a penalty on Ramon Parejo.
Yeah,
confirming his seventh place in this final. Let's scroll back down to behind, with the Hungarian Das Boots arriving in 32nd over here, overtaking Sail SC at the last leg, and Stefan Gazan over here, Pichnetrap, is going to be our 37th to cross the finish line.
Seconds from the start. And the race are updated. The results are updated.
We see it on your screen right now. The leaderboard, overall leaderboard after race one. We'll see how this evolves throughout the night. Currently, Acer is our leader, with FSC Kazuki in second, Ozu in third, and Shadlo Finn in fourth. They're obviously going to want to keep that place and that position throughout the rest of the knockout.
And 25 seconds, so I believe it's time to watch the race. Which part are you going to watch? I'm going to watch the race
I'm going committee boat side.
Yeah, there will be a mess here. Everybody's in race committee boat. Everyone, Azir get a penalty because he cannot find any other solution for that. Lorenzo is going to start clean. Yeah, nice start for BD 355 and Lorenzo.
Look at the start.
At the moment, we have Turcinovic, Lazar Kozic from Serbia, and Jadlofin not doing the best of their starts.
And looking on the left over here, we see the British BIT Maradoni in the
Yeah.
lead, according to the ranking on the left, with Ozil again in second.
Yeah, but look at the right wing shift coming.
Yep.
The both on the right are going to be the ranking going to be switching soon. So I would say BD 355 is definitely in a great position.
Yep.
Yeah.
BD355 from Sweden. Kind of a new player.
Yeah.
Performed very well during the first qualifier, and now is back again in knockout 2. Don't remember if I don't think they played during knockout 1. They were on the
No,
waiting
he was
list.
qualified for knockout one, but he did not participate to knockout one. And it will be challenging because there is another left wing shift coming up before the reaching of the first. We need to understand if it's before reaching the first mark or not, and how strong will be. If it's strong, if it's not coming, BD355 is in the lead with Lorenzo really close by. If the left wing shift is coming, everything is going to change, but I believe the Spanish Ramon Parejo is going to be in a good position. Seems the left wing shift is coming too late, so penalty for BD355 and Lorenzo getting the lead.
Lorenzo just barely making it in front of Ramon Parejo. That was a very close call. He could have taken the no, he was on starboard, so he had right away. Ramon took the risk. And that is going to allow Nozet to take the lead, followed by FSC Kazuki recovering from 18 penalty. Green 9 in third. Green 9, we've seen him in knockout 1. Up to the semifinal of knockout 1, arriving in the top 6 overall. Fortunately, not making it into the final 4. Looking to take his revenge again tonight.
Absolutely, and I think we have a group with Muy and Lorenzo try to sneak out from the coverage. Green 9 that is barely out from the cover from Kazuki and BD, and now that now is coming back is going to be covered by Green 9, but I don't think he's going to lose their position.
Yeah, he might slow down slightly, but he's going to be able to. I don't even think he'll make it in the wind shadow. He is in the wind shadow.
Look what's happening on the right hand side. There is Lorenzo coming up with Muy, keeping third and fourth position while the rest of the fleet is fighting. Lorenzo is keeping the consistency for the race.
And we see an unfortunate maneuver from Ramon Parejo hitting the mark, taking Rule 31. He's going to be slowed down for 10 seconds. He was in a good position. Let's see if he can recover from that. BD355 still in fifth, and still going to be Nozet leading the fleet at the start of his second upwind. Green 9 right beneath him in that light blue boat. Still in second, going at 4.6 knots, and we'll see Nozet starting to pick up the speed and match Green 9's any second now.
Yeah. The winner of the previous race, Azir, at the moment is stuck in the traffic in 18th position, covered of dust boat and blocked by Shidle Fin. So he is not going. Is going to increase maybe few position in the next one, but definitely in the top, the leader, the lead of the race is gone for him.
Yeah, again, it's 40 players, so being in the top 20 is still decent. Obviously, you want to remain in the top 10 or top 6, ideally, just to confirm your position for that semi-final and then final. But with the first place, he's still going to be in a decent position after this race.
Yeah. Nice tack of Nozet over Lorenzo that forced him to bear away to avoid being covered. And Muy did the same too. At the moment, Lorenzo cannot tack. He's blocked over there from the Japanese sailor, but We need to be just careful about on the left hand side the Zhukov and Trap Burst Power that are coming at 6.5 knots, while the rest of the fleet is barely going at 5.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
see what is
having
going to happen to the mark.
they had a wider angle to the wind, going up minus 48 degrees for breast power. It's gonna be a
Penalty
fight over
for
here at the
Lorenzo.
mark between Zukov and breast power. Breast power is gonna decide to go very wide, and going to have to do a triple tack to round this mark. Putting a
So,
penalty on Mwimwi, I believe that was, but avoiding
yeah.
Lorenzo. Zukov taking third, and now we're gonna see Nozet and Green 9 fly in front with no one to challenge them. And what would you do if you were in Green 9's position over here? Just confirm with that second place, or try to attack it
Yeah,
with and cover?
it's a big fleet. I will confirm the second place.
Zukov
The
in third
fight
is
over here is not
yeah, for one
necessary.
position. I don't think it's worth the risk, and you know,
Yeah,
I think it's a smart choice over here. Zukov in third is also
yeah.
pretty free to do whatever he wants, and then for 5.
Show us from the top. I will show you. Look, we have 7 boats across arriving at the market now, so that one will be the things that we need to watch with the 7 boats over there.
Yeah, let's keep that view as they get closer.
With
to
Lorenzo in the lead, second is BD. Then is a group of 5 players going all together with Trappers Power getting the penalty. In the meantime, congratulations to Nazet winning the race, tied up with Green 9 in second position, with only a few seconds left.
Is losing a bit of positions over here. We'll see if he's 11th or 12th. Let's go to the back of the fleet, get a bit of a Donnie action over here. He started the race pretty well, took the left side of the course at the start, trying to maneuver and weave his way to confirm that 30th spot. It's going to be tied with Selesi, but he's going to have it. Ozu in 32nd behind. And Jose Codi has missed his finish, with the Turcinovic crossing the finish line in 36. 37 is going to go to Jose. And there we have it. So Lorenzo takes the lead with 10 points in first place. We have a 12-point tie between Nozeta Kosa and FSC Kazuki for second and third. Green 9 climbing up to fourth with 14 points. So he did a good race in race 1, did a very good race in race 2, arriving 12th and second in these 2 races. Acer drops down to 5th with 15 points, arriving 14th at that race number 3. And we're going to start race number 3 to 49er in just any second now. BD355 climbing up to 6th with 19 points, and then 21 tie between Zukov and Chad Lefuen for 7 and 8. Race number 3.
20 seconds to the start, and still another big mess on the race committee here. Lorenzo wants to continue to push for the starboard start over there, but is kind of stuck in the traffic, and a lot of penalties start here.
A lot of penalties, and I saw someone, BD and Totexi unfortunately jumped the gun a bit too early. Minio RV Cell here trying to recover from an 11. Jose Godi in 27 according to the ranking on the left, sorry, but pretty alone over here, kind of. Well, he has space to maneuver.
Yeah.
If we jump to the other side, we see SRB tacking over here onto port, right beneath Tommy Tambo from Italy.
Yeah, we have Tommy Hide, Gemendes, a group there that want to take the puff that is coming, that increase the wind speed and not the increase in the direction, because after that a massive right wind shift is coming. So tricky is like or you win by far like Tommy Tambo position, or you're going to be like the dead last. There is no way in the middle.
Yeah, we're gonna jump back to the right side of the fleet over here. They are in lighter winds.
Yeah,
Will happen to
they're
land on
going
a
one
Sarah over
knot
here in
slower.
21st. Yeah.
They,
Tommy Tamble all the way at the top over there is going 11.7. Von Pigeon 10.7. And you can see on your screen their overall standings for the top 15. Lorenzo, as we said, in first.
yeah,
But no Tommy Tamble or Von Pigeon in the top 15 so far.
no. But let's see how he's going to cross now, Tommy. He's going almost 12 knots, or 11.8, and now slowing down because he's going in the right wind shift. He's not going to cross over Julie Fra and Scavaruzzo. He is crossing over Jaidlo, is passing behind Timianek, crossing over Hide. He can do it. Wow, that was close. FSC Kazuki cross. It's an amazing crossing here for Tommy. It's like missing.
Everything worked out perfectly for him.
Oh my god, it's insane.
He could have done something with a Sarah over here. We'll take a penalty from a Sarah. Decided to tack away just as Tommy did as well. Von Pigeon climbed up the ranking, is now in 4th place above the ley line. Will he manage to take first? It's gonna be tight at the Mark Roundin, but I think being able to do this in one single tack without having to tack like Hide or Tomjanic, one of them recovering from a penalty, allowed Von Pigeon to pass in front and start this first downwind in the lead.
I have to tell you, from in the back, Tommy did an amazing thing and then hit the boat in front of him because Scavaruzzo hoisted the kite a little bit earlier. That guarantee him the position nearby Timianek. And he's really close, 17.4 knots, trying to resist the attack of Julifa and FSC Kazuki from behind. Attacking Timianek here. Impressive. And now with Hide in the middle, is going on, still on the attack on Timianek. That is forced to dive again. He's keeping the position even if Kazuki is going at 19 knots. And he's going at barely 18.5. Hide jibing over
in front of
Timianek.
Tomjanic. Exactly 18.5 knots for Hide, 17.5 for Tomjanic. Scavaruzzo just above Hide over here, going at more or less the same speed, and it's going to be still Von Pigeon alone in front.
Yeah, all this fight guarantee Von Pigeon a better way to win this race.
Let's see what's going to happen between Julie Fra and FSC Kazuki as they reach the gates in the next jibe. Both jibing exactly at the same time. Julie Fra under FSC Kazuki, slowing down because of the wind shadow, manages to round the mark inside of Hida as FSC Kazuki takes 4th.
Where he will go? Yeah, Von Pigeon is comfortably in the lead. Well done for that amazing player. What do you do if you were Julie Fra, for example?
Julie Fra is in 3rd, which is a very good position. Like, you have space on your left with him, Yannick. There's no one coming in on your right. Hida and all the boats are kind of below, so I would just control those that you can control underneath you. Don't be too aggressive. Slow your race. Look at the shifts and play that way.
I think you're really playing conservative. Love it, because at the moment the top 5, I say, have an amazing results so far. So I will not try to ruin my race by going too aggressively or attacking or jibing over another one. It was good during the first downwind to understand it, but after that I will go to settle the position that I gain up until the half of the second upwind, and then managing the risk for the last downwind.
Yeah, with sailing, it's a game of patience as well. So strategy and wait for your strategy to pay out, basically.
Yeah. Always a little bit of luck is always helpful,
A bit of luck is
because,
always helpful, especially in the shifts or how the
yeah.
other opponents are gonna react to different situations. But as we're looking at Von Pigeon over here, he's still in the lead and a comfortable lead across the 36 other boats.
Azir at the moment, he's in a great position, but probably Scavaruz is going to tuck over him. Yeah, is a
He's not
strange
tacking exactly,
bow.
yeah, not exactly over, so he's not going to be in Scafaruzzo's wind shadow, but
Yeah.
Acer is going to have the inside of the mark. He's going to try to push Scafaruzzo away.
But Ramon Parejo wants to try to sneak in, and
Yeah, unfortunately couldn't the way because he tacked during the mark rounding. He lost his right of way,
yeah.
which is why he took the penalty over here. As the boats over here are going to start their downwind, Judifra kind of slowing down before throwing his speed.
Another British in the top 10 with Maradoni in 9th position.
Good to see him there.
Yeah.
Chasing Judifra, both going at 15.8 knots. Hida is going 16.6, so they're going to be entering a stronger wind.
Mm-hmm.
As we see Donnie picking up speed over here.
We have Lorenzo, that is the leader at the moment, in awful position in 30th. Now that in 16th, but I believe the new leader will be FSC Kazuki.
Yep, FSC Kazuki overall is in a good position. Could you have his position?
He is third, and he is third also in the overall ranking.
Oh, third and third.
Point.
Just confirming his third place over here. Yeah. He's going to maintain the lead. Von Pigeon arriving first is going to be a nice finish for him. Can't remember how he finished in the first two races, but that's certainly going to help him out. Hida for the same, arriving in second. Julie Fra, I believe, was pretty consistent as well. He was in the top 15. I remember seeing his name. Currently fourth in this race. Hopefully for him, he can keep
Pigeon,
it.
26.
Our first place is definitely going to be helpful. Julie Fra, Breast Power, Donnie over here, all rounding the mark. Unfortunately, Breast Power is going to take a penalty again. I believe this has already happened in the previous race for Breast Power taking a penalty at the mark rounding for the last reaching leg. That's going to allow the Turkish Umut to take 6th place from Breast Power, and SRB maybe taking even 7th place from Breast Power, pushing Breast Power down to 8. With Tim Yannick just beneath after them, fighting with Zukov, but Tim Yannick finishing before. Let's switch to Green 9, 21st. I believe he was 4th overall.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of penalties behind over here. That's the case for Kurt VRI. Mina RV Cell recovering from penalty as well. BD355 did a pretty good race previously, now in 33rd. That's going to hurt him. And Stéphane Gazin is going to finish off this race with 37th. And what can we say in the overall ranking, Alberto?
We have Kazuki in the lead with 15 points, already taking a little bit of space from Julie Fra. In second position, 26, now the 27. Azir also 27. And then we have Jukov and Green 9. Also tied up with Jai Delphine 35 and 36 Lorenzo in top 8. I say top 10 easily can come back already right now, but I believe top 30 is fine.
Let's switch to race 4. They have 20 seconds to start.
Lorenzo is going for a pen start.
Getting close to that committee boat.
Azir tried to clean start now compared with Lorenzo before. There is a right wing shift we need to take, and Lorenzo did a magnificent start over there on the right hand, going on the right hand side straight away. With the right wing shift coming, he's definitely getting a good position with Maradoni. Jade Lofin, good start, but he will suffer the wind shadow all the first part of the leg. So tough one here.
Just seen in the chat, 32 Blend 39. Nice to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well.
And I want to challenge the chat who is going to be in the top 6. Give us some names.
Let's maybe show the
Yeah, show the results. The current ranking. Yeah, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Everything is going to change again. We have a leader that now is barely in top 10. So every race until the last one is going to jump up and down a lot. Who is the one all the way to the left? Is Stefan Galzen, that have an amazing right wing shift. He is going to an angle that nobody has in the fleet, and everybody wants. But being there with that right wing shift is going to be super messy.
yeah, he's gonna have to cross the whole fleet soon.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on port, so he's not gonna have right of way. He's gonna have to yield to the other boats, but looks like most of the boats decided to attack more or less at the same time. FSC Kazuki in first. We see Acer back in the top as well.
Yeah.
Tim Yannick in
Also,
third.
Azir and Lorenzo in the top is a really, really interesting thing.
Lorenzo in fifth, and we see a couple of boats over here above the ley line. That's the case for Donny. Shadlow Finn, I believe maybe Nozet and Minar Visel might have gone too far up the ley line and wasted a couple of meters. We'll see how that changes with the different wind shifts that are coming.
Maybe Lorenzo actually brought the right ley line at the meter. So impressive tack.
Yeah, he is very precise right now.
Yeah. And the question is, Azir is going to get a penalty here, or Team Yannick is going to close the door?
I think Azir is going to have to go behind him. Manages to sneak between the two both links that he had between Tim Yannick and Von Pigeon.
There is a reason why he is 2 times world champion. That maneuver,
Indeed.
You can do it 300 times. You never, you get it. A normal person get it right twice. For him is like, yeah, piece of cake. Not even to worry about.
It was precise and it was calculated and well played by him. We see Von Pigeon again in the top list of top of the ranking, currently in 5th, chased by the Turkish Umuts that we've seen also finish high in the previous race, with Pishnet Pup in 7th.
What I can tell you about Umut did a 6 before, but he started with a 29th and then an 18th. So he is 15 at 53 points. Is not out. Is not in a really nice and cozy position. But is definitely someone to notice. I want to check Scavaruzzo, because after 2 really, really nice races, 3 nice races in top 15, is in 9th position. He's there, but now in 25th is kind of hard to go back. And Lorenzo is comfortably in the lead, 2nd position for Team Yannick, and the 3rd for Maradoni. Azir still over there, just cover from Maradoni, and Von Pigeon is kind of getting something out of it. Maybe he's getting the position over the French 2 times world champion.
Well, Azir is still going faster than Von Pigeon by, well, now it's reduced as it started saying that sentence.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to be covered by...
This year was covered by
Maradoni.
Donny, and Von Pigeon was covered a bit by Tomjanic. No struggle so far for Lorenzo. Kazuki in 10th with an 8. That means that Pichnet takes 5th. And we see FR7493. I believe first time we see him in the top 10 so far.
Yeah.
For this knockout at least.
Okay, we can tell
fifth.
that we know FR7493 from a long, long time. He just changed his name, but it's always him.
We know him. We've seen him several times. We might see him in the Nations Cup for France as well.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of looking down the rankings, see any names. Well, we see Julie Fra in 15th. Have a quick look at the overall standings again. So top 12 is going to be FSC Kazuki with 15 points, Julie Fra in second with 26 points. So that 13 point is still actually going to keep him in the top 10. Because that's going to put him at 38 if he keeps 12th. Nozet's third overall with 27 points. Where is Nozet's? I believe he's in the bottom half.
Nozet is MIA.
Third.
He's missing action. Poor Nozet.
Well, he can, he can miss one race, but he's gonna have to catch up. We're starting to see a bit of a score difference between Kazuki and Julie Fra. That's a 5 and 4 9-point difference between the two of them, and then it's just 1 point difference between Julie Fra and Nozet Acer.
Yeah.
Zukov is 5th overall.
Yeah.
And 23rd in this race. Green9 was 6th overall with 35-point tie with Shidlo Finn.
Yeah, but he's with Nozet. He's fighting with Nozet. All this happened.
Let's see the mark rounding at the top. So still no pressure for Lorenzo taking that mark clean and alone. Donny in second place. As Sarah gonna have to duck behind Tomjanic and again sneak in between Tomjanic and Von Pigeon. Exactly the same repeat that we've seen in the previous race, in the previous leg. Umut in 6 is going to take a penalty from Pichnet trap.
After a great start from the Japanese, that they have Kazuki, Mui Mui, and Ozuil in the lead. After 2 bad races of Ozuil, they're out, and even Totexi. 2 over 30 for Ozuil, 1 over 30 for Totexi. Mui Mui is always in the top 20, so it's top 10. So a little bit of a slowdown, and even Kazuki he's still comfortable in the lead even after the end of this race. But except Kazuki, all the other are a little bit further away. Easy race for Lorenzo.
Yep, we'll see in the leg charts after that.
I would say in the whole the fleet, they're not fighting except around at the mark right now that are like 15 boats packed over there.
We might see a bit of a scrap between Von Pigeon and Acer because they're quite close, approaching that reaching mark. But then, for one position, 3rd and 4th, it might matter for Von Pigeon more than Acer. I believe Acer is higher up in the overall ranking than Von Pigeon, but again, it's just 1 point. So
if Von Pigeon do not enter for this position, he can blame himself. Congratulations, Lorenzo and Maradoni for an easy race. Congratulations to Azir. There is a reason why he has 2 times World Championship. He get a 3rd position, impressive. Von Pigeon 4th, another great result from the British sailor.
Tomjanic in 5th, Kazuki in 6th, Umut in 7th. It's going to be tight for Shidlo Finn, Pichnet, and Amino RV Sail. Julie Fra took 11th, looks like it. Let's go at the back with our dear Green9, currently 36th, took a penalty there just before the mark, and that allowed a whole bunch of boats to pass in front. See Mendes taking a Rule 31 by hitting the mark. Several penalties is actually going to allow Green 9 to come back up to 31st. Not going to be able to overtake Totexi. But he managed to overtake Das Boots. With Ramon Parejo not being able to finish the race, as was it Krug or Nozitz rounding up that race. There we have it. FSC Kazuki still in first place with 21 points, 30 points for Acer climbing up to second place. Lorenzo tied with Julie Fra for third and fourth place with 37 points. 44 points for Shiloh Finn in fifth. Zukov in sixth with 49 points. Von Pigeon in seventh with 53 points. 59 points for Mumui in eighth. Donnie, 60-point tie with Umut for 9 and 10. These are the top 10. Again, we're going to start race 5 very shortly. It's going to be the top 6 only who continue into race number 7. So race 5 and race 6 is the last chance for the sailors to reach that top 6. Sixth place currently is Zukov with 49 points. So you have to beat that in 2 races.
Yeah. Interesting
Start
position.
procedure has been given, so let's switch to race
24
number 5.
seconds for the start. Oh, look at the race committee. Look at the race committee. It's like everybody's there. Azir go for getting a penalty now.
So
Lorenzo did
nice
the same.
line of boats over here. The starts with the offshore racer are always very nice to watch.
Yeah. Everybody trying to get to the right-hand side of the racing area to have the possibility to get to the lead. And penalty, double penalty for Azir starting on port. While Mine from Japan is in the lead, Krug in second position and Pishne in third. Something like that. Pishne is first right now and Krug is second, Mine in third. But if the wind shift is staying like this, I say the leader is Nauzet or Juzuk if they do not get a penalty by running the mark.
Why do you have to jinx it?
Because I'm the jinxer. I am.
We haven't jinxed
the
anyone
master.
yet tonight, I don't think.
I think I jinxed it now that I was like, oh, look how good he did at 36. So, yeah, I still have the power. A lot of people now going on starboard side, on the right-hand side. And now we are really getting close to the first mark. Penalty for Pishne. Zemendes is definitely going to be in the lead.
We haven't really talked about the different boats. So we talked about the Nakra 17, we talked about the Elka. But then after that, we had the Far East, we had the offshore racer right now. What can you say about the offshore racer?
Offshore racer, I can tell you, Tommy Campbell is his favorite boat, and as you can see, he is performing how his favorite boat is in 30th position.
It's gonna be Zemendes taking the lead behind.
Yeah, it's a really forgiving boat. That's why people can try to sneak in. And you see a lot of penalties because the bowsprit is really long and giving a lot of penalty. You give a lot of penalty around and is turning really fast. So there is a huge risk that you get a penalty for hitting the mark. And with this low wind,
the offshore racer is kind of tricky because, well, as you said, it turns very fast, but it has the bowsprit. It's very long. So you have to be very precise and very careful with all of your maneuvers.
Absolutely. You need to, if you want to win, you need to be like a surgeon in this boat because anything else will not allow you to be in the top. And at the moment, for example, if you are free of cover in the path, you're going at 12 knots, but they're both in the middle going at 9 knots because the whole fleet is covering them.
Yeah.
So,
And it's also, we have lighter winds in this race. It's going to be
yeah.
17 knots an average on the race course. Currently spectating Jose Goody, he has 50 knots of wind. Obviously, he's in a very light area being covered by a Sear actually in 27th, and not expecting to see him here.
This one is always the boat that all the top sailors says, no, I do not want to try this. I know how to work with this. And as you can see, Lorenzo 18, Zaidlo in 25, Azir in 26. It's
That's
about
going to allow
that,
a lot of players who maybe come back and reach the top 6. If most of the top players are struggling in the bulk of the fleet.
And I'm really impressed on Kurt. Impressive race from the American that did not really well performed the first races because he is actually in 37th position overall with a 36 as worst and a 19 as best results. But right now he is close to the lead, and really, really well done for him in this race.
Yep, currently second behind Zemendes from Portugal that we've seen in the Grand Final.
Yep.
Zemendes is not in the top 12 currently. You see the top 12 on your screen on the right over there.
Zemendes is actually 25th with an amazing 5 in the first race, and then 24, 28, and 34. So finally another great race for the champion that everybody is continuing to say, and then now I'm the jinxer. He's going to win everything. He has the passion. He's really a calculator, and I believe I can see similar vibes from him, Azir, and Lorenzo. I believe we will hear. This one is not his night, but we will hear about him in the future.
For sure. This is just knockout 2. You're going to have 8 of them in total.
Yeah.
So you still have 6 chances to reach the top 40 of the qualifiers. The next qualifier is going to be in December.
Yeah.
And the knockout for qualifier 3 is going to be in January, exactly. As we see at the top over there is Mendes. Rounding that last mark into the downwind. It's going to be a reaching leg after this downwind. I don't think it's going to change a lot for the top 3. Maybe we might see a battle between Kurt and Mine Arvicel if Mine decides to sail not too conservatively. We'll see how that changes. But a quick reminder, therefore, for our current top 12 before the end of this race, FSC Kazuki is our overall leader with 21 points. Acer in second with 30 points, 37 tie between Lorenzo and Judy Fa for third and fourth. Shiloh Finn in fifth with 44 points, 49 points for Zukov in sixth. Von Pigeon in seventh with 53 points. Win-Win eighth with 59, then 60-point tie between Donnie and Umus for 9 and 10, and 62-point tie between Timjanik and Skavarudzo for 11 and 12. Again, it's going to be the top 6 going into race number 7, so they have race number 6 to reach that top 6 position. And also want to mention that we did have a protest logged, but the protest committee let us know that the regatta will continue without their decision, as it will not affect the standings.
Yeah. At the moment, we do not have any battle in the lead, but behind that, it's a mess. There is Lorenzo and Kazuki.
We're gonna switch to them very soon. I
Yeah.
just want to see how this mark rounding is gonna happen between Kurt and Mini Arvicel. Mendes is coming back. Not sure what Zemendis was doing, but okay.
He had so much advantage that he was bored.
Decided to put a penalty on Kurt for that second place. We know our result. It's not going to change the how it
Why
turns
he
out,
did that?
but I don't understand the strategy behind this.
Not really liking this kind of behavior, to be honest. And I see Lorenzo doing a great comeback and being in the 13th position at the moment, something like that. So.
And well, we see SRB again struggling 37th, Trap Oliver in 36. I saw Pablo as well actually taking 36. It's going to be very close finish between all of these boats. And looks like Pablo or SRB is going to be the last one crossing the finish line. There we have FSC Kazuki is still in the lead with 33 points overall. 51 points for Lorenzo in second, Judy Fly in third with 57 points, 58 points for Acer, 59 points for Shadow Finn. That is very close between second, third, fourth, five, six.
Yes.
In sixth, that is Umuts with 66 points. Look at this this number, 6 with 66 points. He likes that number. 68 points for Zukov in seventh, 70 points for Von Pigeon in 8th, 71 point for Donnie in 9th. Have a strong British presence over here for 8th and 9th position. Mwimwi in 10th with 77, then 79 points for Green 9 and 11. He dropped down a bit since race 4, which he unfortunately did not have the best performance in. Drozut's in 12 with 80 points. So now if we compare for Umut's 66 points, he has a 2-point lead for 7th, 4-point lead for 8th.
I say for a 20-point difference will still allow you to have a chance. So I would say now
Kazuki
that he does Mendes with a great results, they maybe could be in.
If Kazuki arrives 30th, he's still in the top 6.
Yeah.
So unless he messes up completely, it's pretty safe for him. And we're going to switch to race number 6, as it's about to start. It's in 25 seconds.
Yeah, again, a mess in the race committee.
Starting a bit further away maybe from the start line, but I say that they get closer.
Yeah, I think with a little bit more speed is better.
Want to find,
But the line is really short and do not allow you to do this kind of things. Zhukov started out, and Ozwil and Pablo in penalty, but for the rest it's kind of nice.
Yeah, remember when Lorenzo I said Kazuki, if he arrives 30th, he's safe. Oh, he's playing with fire.
Yeah.
24th.
Now Kazuki is safe. 37 is the worst. With 37 is not mathematically in, but yeah, safe. He's going 70 point. Umut have 66, so
yeah,
it's not mathematically certain. It can an asteroid can come down to, but yeah, there is the same percentage.
So the good thing is that we don't have any asteroids coded in Vertrogata inshore.
But, we should.
But anything can happen. I was gonna say Umut is gonna have to be the one who really fights for his 6th place, because it's not guaranteed for him. He's just 2 points ahead of the next one, currently 36. So this is not gonna play in his favor. Yeah,
but Zhukov started early, is in 28th. The problem are Von Pigeon and Maradona.
On Pigeon currently 13th in that race. Donnie is going to be 22nd.
Strange wind shift here. Nice zoom in on the Pigeon.
And a huge wind shift over here that's going to allow most of the boats to be almost in a reaching position to reach that mark.
But keeping Juzuk, Zemendes, and Hide in the lead. We will see any penalty, or they play safe. Juzuk do not have the possibility to play safe,
yeah,
because he's
Hide
80 points.
takes the penalty, and that's going to allow Zemendes.
Zemendes and Hide are in the
Hide.
same opportunity, so they are all around 90 points. Risky situation for them. I believe Tommy is the only one over there.
Look at behind. Look at all those penalties.
Penalty mayhem. Do we have a counter for those penalties?
Yeah, I wish we should have a auto count penalty counter like up top somewhere as an overlay.
Exactly. Like ting, 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 ting. So now that was good, but now he's in 35 and is in bad position. Umut similar is there. So Umut is throwing everything. He did amazing tonight in the last race.
Yeah, I feel like
in the
Umut
first and the last race
has this strategy. Well, I'm just saying that because that's what I've seen in the first leg, and now I'm seeing on this second downwind leg. He chose for this race every time the side where there were no boats. So instead of risking it, fighting it with everyone else, he's kind of going on the other side completely and maybe hoping for a good shift. Unfortunately, you do see the shifts coming, so yeah, well, I guess, if you're 30th, you might as well try something and hope.
Hide at the moment is in 4th. He's doing a great race. There is a chance for him to come in. Not sure though. The Pigeon is in disgrace. Is 27, 24, 25. Is changing so much. Zhukov the same. Skavarutha out from this race. Jaidlofin is risking it. 29th for him. Again, he is losing on the last one. He is losing the top 6 always even the last one. In KO1, he loses in the last one.
Well, we'll see.
I have to say,
pull something off.
The new graphic looks amazing.
You did a good job. Lorenzo in 7th. He's going to be in a good position over here. 2nd overall with 51 points. You see that on the right.
Yeah, but he's passing in 2nd now because he can cross in front of Zemendes.
Yep.
It will be tight, but yeah, he can pass. So impressive choice for the racing area for Lorenzo. That is actually getting a good place and consolidating his position. I have to say Kazuki is a monster. He was dead last in the first leg. Now he's in 15, 16 position.
Yeah, I want to have a look at his leg charts at the end.
It's like his heartbeat is up and down, up and down.
But we still see Kurt in 3rd. He did very well in the previous race, putting a penalty here on Sailor C. Both Americans, he had right of way, so he should have yielded and either tacked or ducked underneath.
Lorenzo keeping the 2nd position.
Yep. Zemendes in 3rd, Josut's in 1st. Hida's going to take 5th, and Kurt is going to tack right behind him in 6th.
I think Hide has some chance to be in top 6.
Hide currently in 5th. Is he gonna fight against Tommy Tambo for that position?
Tommy doesn't need that position because Tommy is dead last. Is like 30. Tommy is 35th with 137 points.
Yeah, so he's unfortunately not going to be able to make it in the top 6. Again, 6th is Umut with 66 points. Climbed up to 22nd, so he did climb up 10 places since the last time we were spectating him.
It's incredible. It's incredible how the results are changing in a matter of seconds. It is actually a matter of seconds.
Yeah,
Lorenzo now
one
is in a
shift.
pickle here. He lost the position over Zemendes. Zemendes need that position. Lorenzo doesn't need to attack. Lorenzo, he's already second. He just needed to play it safe, give him the position.
He tried to attack,
play
and
smart.
Zemendes was actually quick enough to pass in front, but Josuts managed to finish the race first at 7 seconds, and that's quite of a gap again between the first and the second place. We'll see how many seconds, a 10 seconds difference between first and second. Switching to breast power over here, we're gonna keep a lookout at the top of the ranking. Tommy in 4th, Hida and Kurt 5 or 6. We'll see how that was changed. Kazuki in 7, Celessi in 8. Acer might be able to take 9. Julie Fra might be able to take 10. We were spectating breast power, who took a 31 penalty by touching the mark. Umuts climbed up to 20th, so managed to gain 2 places since the last time. Still fighting with Green 9, who is also needs to kind of confirm his good position. We're going to switch down to Ozul in 32nd, likely the one to round up race number 6.
Okay, so results. Kazuki is not a surprise. Lorenzo is not a surprise. Azir is not a surprise. Surprise here are Julie Fra, 67 points, same as Azir. Josuk at 81 and Jaidlofin at 82, with the first one that is not in is Umut Efe at 86. So for only
close.
4 points, Umut lost his top 6 position, and Jaidlofin kept it. Just to let you know, Mendes with the second get really close, but the one who dropped it was Von Pigeon with 91 points. He was 70 points before. With a position in the top 10, he would be but 21 exclude him from this race.
I actually see a three-way tie for 97 points. There was a protest logged right before we start this, which can change maybe the results. So protest committee is going to deal with case 14. Well, protest, I was just reading the chat. We're going to deal with that protest, and we'll be able to give out the roles. And continue on.
Do we know?
Right after that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think a decision has been made.
Yeah.
Request for redress is invalid.
Kazuki have 1 point in low point scoring, 2 points for Lorenzo, 3 points for Azir, Josuk, Julifra, and Jaidofin. Then the next race will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the top 4 from that qualifier, from the combine of these 2 points, go to the final, where the point will be 1 point for the first, 6 points for the second, and 7 points for the other 2.
Hey. A bit of a change. Let's switch to the race. Starting procedure has been given. See our 6 sailors.
Yeah. And saludos and hora buena al que esté el viento. Yeah. It's a good time and we'll feel the wind. Now that's right in Italian, we can understand it better. We know you are capable of. Yeah.
And 12 seconds to go. And we're actually
And I will
sailing with the
say,
stars, so kind of a different boat that we've seen. It's a lot slower, both to maneuver and in speed. Lorenzo is struggling with the tack. He probably wanted to fake a tack to for Josut, and Josut did not fall for it. So he ended up being coming in a delicate situation, being faced to wind. But with the star, it has a very big wind shadow. So a lot of the battles are going to be
especially
happening
in the downwind.
again. Yeah. Josut or Lorenzo, of course, says Nozets.
Yeah. Will be interesting now after the first stack because Kazuki, I believe, he's going to get a really nice thing, while Azir and Jaidlo are kind of in a pickle at the moment.
Yep.
So, Josux is in trouble now if the wind is not rotating because it's really hard to laugh up this way. Let's see if he can do it. He did it like a master. Third position for Lorenzo, fourth for Julifra, fifth Azir, and sixth Jaidlo Finn. Interesting first mark for Kazuki. Second, Josut not attacking directly. Lorenzo is though attacking. Julifra is going for the safest option. And I believe Julifra make the right choice, but Jaidlo Finn is attacking Julifra. 6.5 for Jaidlo, 6.5 for Kazuki, 6.2 for Lorenzo. It's really strange.
Yeah, it's just Julifra going slightly faster.
Yeah, now Kazuki is going at 5 knots. They're all at 5 knots here, with where Julifra is still keeping around 6 with
yeah, Sir was actually
Jaidlo
at
and
over
Azir.
6 for some moments. Jaidlo Finn at 6 currently. It's gonna maybe start slowing down soon, 5.9.
I think will be a mess the mark. We will actually see a huge fight between all 4 of them. And the penalty is going to change everything.
Well, the Sir taking the penalty here in 6th. He's still very close to the fleet, so with this star again, you need to have a considerable...
Josuk and Lorenzo in penalty. Azir hit Lorenzo on the stern and is getting the 3rd position.
Jaidlo Finn is going to force Lorenzo to tack away. And as you said, Julifra going alone on the right side of the course in the downwind.
He was the smart
made
guy.
the correct choice.
Yeah.
And is now in first, gonna soon be tacking over Kazuki. Not quite, Kazuki tacks away.
Let's see if Julifra can actually make another leg like that, or Kazuki is feeling that his position is good enough because
the
he's
thing
already
was that
first.
Before, Julifra was behind everyone with Jaidlo Finn, so I think most of the players were just concentrating on the player in front, making sure that they end up before that player and not paying attention to what was happening behind. But now that Julifra is first or second, we'll see how that cross is going to turn out between him and Kazuki.
Yeah, Kazuki will.
He's going to have a lot more attention on him. But I think Julifra is going to be able to cross safely, almost.
Yeah, he's so close. Look here, Azir, if you get a penalty to Josuk. Yeah, penalty for Azir.
But
Azir
again,
now is in
a
trouble.
very big wind shadow for the stars, so he's going to be able to trap Josut in his wind shadow, and with the battle between Kazuki and Julifra.
Yeah, but Josuk goes for his way.
Yep, Jesus is going completely on the right as Ser tries to go on the left. Shadowfin decides to follow Ser, and Lorenzo is gonna keep in the middle. FSC, Kazuki, and Julitra are safe so far from the wind shadow of Lorenzo, Ser, and Shadowfin. They probably won't be if Jesus decides to cut in. Julitra has the inside compared to Kazuki.
Yeah. I believe the race over there, the top three are gone, and now is who is going to be taking the fourth position. Azir sinking Jaidlo. And Lorenzo. Lorenzo have to play smart here because he have a point of advantage over Azir. So if he get the fifth, he is in. If not, Azir inside.
Azir is on the outside, takes a penalty from Lorenzo.
And Lorenzo give 2 penalties here.
Yeah, that's gonna allow Lorenzo to slide in. Azir decides to abandon the race, and Shadowfin will continue, currently in fifth.
Amazing finish here for Julitra, Kazuki, Josut, and Lorenzo that are in the top 4 with Jaidlofin just outside.
Exactly. So Julitra finishing first, FSC Kazuki in second, Josut in third, Lorenzo in fourth, Shadowfin in fifth, and Azir abandoned the race in sixth. Kazuki in first, Julitra in second, Lorenzo in third, Josut in fourth. These are the 4 players that are going to be interesting for us, as these are going to be the players that are racing in this last race. Again, a little reminder, the top 3 will be going to the semifinal directly, and the 4th will be qualifying for the playoffs.
And we have the start of the race.
And we have the start of the race.
1 minute and 10 seconds to the start, guys.
Let's switch.
So guys, I want to see in the chat 40 people saying who is going to be the 4th. Because everybody knows who's going to win. We want to know who is going to be the 4th.
Well, we have Vari supporting Julitra over here, Julie 100% or 100% in the Twitch chat. And well, Romel, I think you misunderstood the question. We know Kazuki is going to be in the semifinal no matter what happens in this race. So who will be the 4th?
Yeah, Kazuki. Roman say Kazuki like this. Wow. 13 seconds. Kazuki want to do a port start. It's risky, a port start.
You know,
in this kind of race.
If you're in, no matter what, might as well try. You know.
Yeah. And penalty for Kazuki, penalty for Julitra.
He almost made it by managing to almost sneaking in. Fortunately, did not. Julitra just recovered from his penalty. And in 4th, we see Josut at the top over there in 1st. And Lorenzo in the middle in 2nd.
So at this moment, Julitra is in 4th. Because Kazuki will be automatically in the semifinal, because worst case scenario is going with 10 points. And here Julitra is going at 11.
Missing the 4th votes. There he is, Kazuki.
Not true. Not true. The second also will be in trouble between Lorenzo and Josuk. Because the second was going at 12 points. So actually Kazuki and Julitra are in.
Kazuki and Julitra are in?
Yeah. And it's a battle just between Lorenzo and Josuk.
Well, hopefully they did not hear us so they can give us a show.
Yeah, exactly.
Julie Fra currently in first, but is going to have to tack underneath Lorenzo, just in front of Kazuki. Josutsu is going to be above them.
Yeah.
And they're going to be trying to push Josutsu a bit further out.
If Lorenzo is getting the puff, is Lorenzo safe enough?
Lorenzo
Josutsu
currently
is
in first,
attacking.
going at 8.5 knots, but Josutsu is going slightly faster and is quite close, so he's going to be able to put him in his wind shadow. And if you're right, well, the battle is going to have to be between Lorenzo and Josutsu.
Bad
Julie Fra
job
is
here
going to
for
be...
Lorenzo.
As you see, Joseph's going 8.4 knots, Lorenzo 8.2, Judy Fra 8.4, 8.3. He's slowly picking up on the right over
Yeah,
there.
but he's
FSC
closing
Kazuki
the
was
door
going at 8.
here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. Julie Fra jibing now. RG Tyler is saying that Lorenzo is going to take the fourth. Kazuki takes a penalty from Judy Fra. They're having fun at the back over there.
They leave the battle between the other two.
And Julie Fra hits the mark. Rule 31. 10 second slowdown.
Oh, this is nice. Ooh, look
that
at
was a close, yep.
That was really close.
Close maneuver here. Josutsu is not going to attack in front of FSC Kazuki, but decided to steer away from Lorenzo. Lorenzo was trying to control him. So basically, whoever finishes first between Lorenzo and Josutsu makes it.
Yeah. And the other one is going to be fourth.
Dr. Paul is asking, Kazuki and Julie Fra could have skipped the final due to the new format. They could have skipped the...
No, they couldn't not. Because in this moment, if Kazuki wins and Lorenzo arriving second, or Lorenzo arriving, or Josutsu arriving second, is going to give to Lorenzo and Josutsu the other position, but the 3 and 4th is still important because I believe he will be the tiebreaker between Lorenzo and Josutsu. I believe there is still a way. No, I need to check the points better. At the moment, I want to feel the race because at the moment Lorenzo is in the lead. The second position for Kazuki. Third position for Julie Fra. And will be
but whatever happens,
an interesting
they
round
put
now.
themselves in that position. So
yeah,
Kazuki and Julie Fra qualifying no matter what is because they've did a very good race or races before that.
And because Kazuki is arriving to the final with a victory in the series, and Lorenzo is not fourth but is third, because he had a 1 point advantage because he was second in the series. That's why Lorenzo and Josutsu are tied up. And it's interesting the battle between Julie Fra and Josutsu.
Yeah, we kind of switched pairs over here. We had Lorenzo and Josutsu before battling each other, and Julie Fra and Kazuki. And now we have Julie Fra and Josutsu battling, and Kazuki and Lorenzo. Unfortunately, Josutsu tried to be a bit too aggressive, taking the penalty on Julie Fra, who tried to defend himself. Lorenzo is going to cross the finish line first, looks like it. Kazuki in second, Julie Fra in third. Will Josutsu be able to catch up? He's going 2 knots faster than Julie Fra. And as we were talking about this and the race was happening, I was seeing Lorenzo in the chat, chatting on Discord. Still arriving first.
Also.
And Julie Fra defending his third position by penalizing Josutsu. Lorenzo crosses the finish line first. 2 seconds behind is going to be Kazuki.
Yep.
Julie Fra in third, Josutsu in fourth. Board, so sorry I cut you off. You were saying Lorenzo in first, Kazuki in second, Julie Fra in third, Josutz in fourth, Lorenzo Kazuki Judifra in the semifinal, Josutz in the playoff. What a race.
Yeah, what a race. We saw an amazing battle between Lorenzo and Kazuki. I believe Julifra was scared to go in fourth position because they didn't look at the.
Yeah, well, it's a new type of scoring, so you're not necessarily familiar with it, and in the action, you probably don't want to take the risk and want to secure the best place possible.
Exactly. So really congratulations to all the sailor. Was an impressive race. We watched a really nice game with all the players. I think well done to Lorenzo and Kazuki. Is really too much because they both participated at least 3 different finals, so it's like they are habitué of the eSailing World Championship. A major congratulations to Julie Fra to qualify for the semifinal, and a congratulations to Josux that still qualify for the playoff. Unlikely we will not see them anymore because they already qualify. So we are looking for the next one, who will be the top 4 of KO3 when it's coming in January.
Exactly. Qualifier 3 starting in 29 days. Knockout 3 is going to be happening in January, as you said. For that, we're going to have the K Championship, Knockouts, and Grand Final. We're going to have the eSailing Nations Cup as well, so stay tuned to the Twitch channel. You're going to see a lot of action happening in the next few months. As you said, these top 3, Lorenzo Kazuki, Judifra in the semifinal, Josutz in the playoffs. Joining Staley E355 in the playoffs for Josutz and our previous qualifiers in the semifinal. I'm going to have a look at them now. It was Yuko, FC Rich, and Dimsy Rich, and Dimsy, sorry. So these are our 6 current semifinalists in the eSailing World Championship. And yeah, Bob, thank you all for watching. Thank you a lot, Alberto, for hosting this regatta with me tonight. A big shout out to our principal race officer, Giovanni, giving the start procedures and the instructions to join the arenas and everything. As well as a big shout out to Hardolo, Pimpy, and Susan K, our protest committee, who has been extremely efficient tonight, dealing with the 2 protests that we had.
In a few seconds.
Exactly. Well, it's time for us to call it a night. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the K Championship Knockout 19, and later after that with the Nations Cup and the other knockouts. Stay tuned to the Discord channel of World Sailing, of Virtual Regatta Inshore, and on the game as well. Don't remember to follow the Twitch channel. See you all, and see you next time.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.